Hi friends, so today we are going to have a discussion about a basic concept related to the programming, that is algorithms and flowchart. So before moving on to our discussions, we need to have a discussion about a real life example. See, if you are buying a product from the market like a washing machine, a fridge, a mobile phone, we definitely need the help of a user manual, or they will provide a user manual with that particular product. So what is the importance of it? A user manual will provide a clear understanding to us that how we can operate or how we can make that product functional. Right. So inside the user manual we can see a lot of stage by stage procedures, or with the help of some pictorial representations it will provide how we can operate that particular product. In the similar manner, we need the help of algorithms and flowchart in programming. We can see another example too. That is, if we are taking a class to the students can able to understand only 50 to 60% of the data that we have communicated or that we have shared. Because the students, or generally we can say, we, the human beings, can easily understand the concept with the help of images, graphics, videos, etc. So the voice-oriented communications will stand backward while comparing with the video, images or the graphical oriented communications. So the algorithms will definitely provide a meaningful understanding of the program, but it will use a theoretical approach. So we need the help of a flowchart in order to have a pictorial representation of an algorithm. So the flowchart will definitely give the clear understanding of the problem that we are going to solve. So now we can move on to a slide to have a better understanding of the topic.
So we are going to have a discussion about the topic named as algorithms and flowchart. So first of all, what do you mean by an algorithm? An algorithm will definitely help the programmer to understand the basic concept of a program. So the algorithm can be treated as a step-by-step connection of a meaningful procedure to solve a particular problem. And what do you mean by a flowchart? The flowchart actually gives a pictorial representation of an algorithm. The flowchart will give a better understanding of the algorithm to the programmer. So we can move on to the explanations. So algorithm. So here comes the explanation of algorithm. That is, an algorithm is a step-by-step procedure for solving a particular problem, and the algorithm can be expressed in any language. The algorithm can be written in English, the algorithm can be written in Malayalam, the algorithm can be written in Hindi, the algorithm can be written in any programming language like C, C++, etc. The main goal of an algorithm is the programmers should understand the concept of an algorithm. The programmers should easily understand the basic idea behind the particular program with the help of an algorithm. So the algorithms are language independent. Then an algorithm can be expressed within a finite amount of space and time. We can calculate the space and time required for the execution of a program with the help of an algorithm. Generally, a program should run with the minimum memory requirement and within a minimum time. So an algorithm can be expressed within a finite amount of space and time. Next, we will move on to the main properties related to a good algorithm. The first one is finiteness, second one is definiteness, third one is well-defined input, fourth one is output, fifth one is less complex, and the sixth one is effectiveness. So what do you mean by finiteness? An algorithm must always terminate after a finite number of steps. It means after every step, one reaches closer to the solution of the problem. And after completing a finite number of steps, we should definitely reach the solution of the problem. So, the main property of an algorithm is finiteness. The next one is definiteness. So, what do you mean by definiteness? Each step of an algorithm must be precisely defined. It is done by well thought actions to be performed at each step of an algorithm, and the actions to be performed in each step must be less complex. So these are the points that come under the main term named as definiteness. The next important property is well-defined input. See, in order to perform an operation, we definitely need the help of inputs or values or quantities. The values or the inputs that we enter into the algorithm must be in a clear format, must be in a well-defined format. The next point is output. We will definitely expect an accurate output from an algorithm, so we can classify that particular output or the result. We can get result from the intermediate stage of an operation. See, we already defined an algorithm as a logical connection of interrelated steps, or we can say a stage by stage procedure. So after completing each stage, we will get an intermediate result, right? And after completing the final stage, we can definitely achieve a solution or the final result to the program. So after completing each procedure or after completing each stage of an algorithm, we will get an intermediate output or intermediate result, and after completing the total stages of an algorithm, we will get the end result or the final result that we have expected. The next one is an algorithm must be less complex. We are writing the algorithm to give a proper understanding of a program to the programmers. So it must be less complex. The next point is, or the next property stands for the effectiveness. Algorithms to be developed or written using the basic operations. Actually, we are writing the algorithm in order to have a basic understanding of the program that we are going to solve. So the operations in the algorithm must be basic and it must be clear and easy to understand. So these are the important properties related to an algorithm. So in the next slide, we can see an example of an algorithm. We can see a real-life example of an algorithm. So we are facing a problem. The problem is we have to find the area of a circle, and we have input a radius and we have stored it in a variable named as r. So the input to the algorithm is radius r of the circle. We definitely need the help of the radius in order to find the area of a circle, and we are expecting the output, that is the area of the circle. So we have to calculate the area with the help of some equations. So we are going to start the algorithm. The algorithm consists of a step-by-step procedure or a step-by-step stages. The step one is we have to start the procedure or we have to start the task. The second step stands for reading the input variable. So in order to perform the calculations, we definitely need the help of some inputs. So here we are accepting an input named as radius. The problem is we have to calculate the area of a circle, so we definitely need the help of an input named as the radius r. So the second step is read or input the radius r of the circle. The third step is we have accepted the input. The third step stands for calculating the area of the circle. So for calculating the area of a circle, we definitely need the help of an equation. The equation of an area of a circle is pi r square. Pi stands for 3.14. So we have accepted the radius, so we can definitely calculate the area of a circle using the equation. And the stage 4 or the step 4 is we have calculated the area, and we have to print or display the calculated area. We have to display the area that we have calculated, and the fifth step is stopping the procedure or we have completed the task. So these are the basic steps or the basic stages of an algorithm that is used to find the area of a circle. So from these stages, we will definitely got an idea about how we can calculate the area of a circle. Next, we will move on to a real life example. Here you can see two persons, person A who is a teacher and person B is a student. Person A is explaining the stages of opening Paint in Windows to the students. So he has written an algorithm that consists of 5 stages. Starting procedures, click start button, select all programs, click accessories, select option Paint, and there comes a Paint window. stopping the procedure. So these are the stages behind opening a paint window in Windows. So the student is responding to the teacher that I can able to understand only 50%. Why? Because algorithm follows a theoretical approach. So we can understand only 60 to 70% of the basic concept behind the program with the help of an algorithm. So next we can see another example. Person A, who is a teacher, who will provide a solution to the student who has faced a problem by explaining the program with the help of an algorithm. So the teacher comes up with the next solution, that is teacher saying that okay, then I will explain the steps with the help of a picture. So the teacher provide a picture to open the paint. So the student is replying to the teacher that now I got the clear idea about the topic. So from this slide we can understand an idea that the human beings can easily understand the concept with the help of a picture, video, animation or graphics. So there comes the importance of flowchart. So what do you mean by a flowchart? A flowchart is actually a pictorial representation of an algorithm. A flowchart will provide a clear picture about the problem. So a graphical representation of the sequence of operation in an information system or program can be treated as a flowchart. The another explanation for the flowchart is a flowchart can also be defined as a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm, a step-by-step approach to solve a task. The main goal or the key goal of the flowchart is to provide a clear communication, to provide a clear understanding. The programmers can easily grasp the idea behind the program with the help of a flowchart. The information system flowcharts show how the data flows. So we can clearly understand the various stages of the data flow in the program. The program flowcharts show the sequence of instructions in a single program or subroutine. It shows the clear logic of an algorithm. So the major advantages of using a flowchart is it will provide a convenient method of communication. It will provide a clear understanding of the problem, a key to the correct programming. So in order to get an accurate result or in order to provide an clear output, we need the help of a flowchart. So it will provide a better understanding of the problem. Then for the effective analysis of the program, we need the help of a flowchart. It will promote the logical accuracy of the problem. The flowchart will definitely improve the problem solving. It will definitely help us to solve the problem in a clear and efficient manner. The flowchart will stand as an important tool for planning and designing a new system or a project or a program. Then the flowchart stands for the pictorial representation. So the flowchart definitely needs some symbols in order to represent the various ideas or concept. So the basic symbols in a flowchart is, the first one is terminal symbol, which is used to indicate the start or the end of the procedure. The next one is input or output symbol, which is used to input the particular variables into the program, or it will help us to display the output of the program. The next symbol is process symbol. This symbol is used to indicate the calculations used in the program. The next symbol is flow lines. As we already discussed, the flowchart will clearly provide the data flow inside the program. So with the help of these arrows, we can able to understand the data flow inside the program. The next important symbol is decision symbol. See, every program is not like a freely flowing river. There may be different sort of conditions arising in a program. So in order to express the conditions or the control structures, we definitely need the help of this symbol named as decision. And the next one is connector, which is used to connect different symbols or the different structures. or the different sub-processes. So these are some of the basic symbols used in the flowchart. There are a lot of symbols used in the flowchart. These are the basic ones. Next, we can see an example that we have already discussed with the help of an algorithm. We can see an example with the help of a flowchart. The same concept, that is, we have to find the area of a circle of radius r. So here is the flowchart for that program. So here you can see the symbols like terminator symbol, which is used to indicate the starting of the program. Here you can see the input or output symbols, that is, we are reading a variable named as r in order to calculate the radius, and this is a processing symbol. Here is a calculation will takes place inside this particular process, and after that we need the help of input output symbols in order to display the calculated area, and after that we can see the end of the program. So from these pictorial representations we can easily understand the problem in a much simple manner while comparing to an algorithm.
So friends, I hope you got a basic understanding about the concepts like algorithms and flowchart. So if you feel worth watching my video, please subscribe, like and share my videos. Thank you. See you in the next video.